Shiva, and thanks, Professor Dash, for your kind words about me. Well, as you have seen in the previous presentations, already we have discussed about the transformation of the images which were transmitted from India to Japan. And enough light has been shown by our previous scholars, and after that, Professor Dash very kindly discussed about the Mahayana literature, Lotus Sutra. And again, she did a comparative study. So shifting towards another kind of literature, the Pali studies, which has been hardly known even in Japan for long. I decided to highlight this aspect of Pali studies in Japan. And coincidentally, the scholar I selected for this job is associated with Otan University, and contribution of Honorable Chize Nakanuma has left a great impact on my mind when 15 years back I was Japan Foundation Fellow and I was studying about doing my research on this topic. So I would start because we are running short of time. So very quickly, I'm jumping to the direct outlines of the history of Pali studies rather than giving a background of the transmission of other aspects of Indian elements to Japan. So the first effort to begin the proper study of Indian Buddhism by any Japanese scholar was made by Nanjo Bunyu from 1849 to 1927, who first introduced Sanskrit in Japan and laid the foundation of Indian Buddhist studies in Japan. At the suggestion of Frederick Max Muller, he studies Sanskrit under A.A. MacDonell, one of the Muller's students. As you know that MacDonell and A.B. Keith, these two scholars have been instrumental in bringing Vedic index. So A. MacDonell was another very significant scholar of Sanskrit studies. Nanjo returned to Japan with master's degree in 1884, and the following year, he began to teach Sanskrit at the University of Tokyo. One of the most significant contributions of Nanjo to Sanskrit and Buddhist studies was a catalogue of Chinese translation of Buddhist Tripitaka, the sacred canon of the Buddhists in China and Japan, which was published from Oxford, which was considered as the only source to the Chinese version of Buddhist Tripitaka for European and American scholars who do not read Asian languages. His work here includes publications with H. Kern of the text of Sadharma Pundarik Sutra. As you know, that Lotus Sutra, which was presented by Professor Dash, is known as Sadharma Pundarik Sutra in Sanskrit, the Lankavatara Sutra, and the Sumarna Prabhas Sutra with Izumi Hokkei. The interest in Pali Buddhism in Japan was first shown by the priest of Jodo, Shinshu, who went to the countries like Thailand, Sri Lanka, around 1890 in Meiji Jidai, Meiji period, to have a better understanding of Theravada Buddhism. But since they were more inclined to make connections with leading monks and monasteries than giving any significant contribution to the Pali literature, the study of Pali Buddhism could not be started in Japan. It was about 1900 and nearly 70 years later than in Europe that the study of Pali texts began in Japan. During that time, the mutual relationship between the Chinese and Pali text was a subject of great interest to the Pali scholars engaged in research. The popular opinion was that there was not a single Chinese translated directly from Pali outside the extant Chinese Tripitaka. The scholar Junjiro Takakusu held the opposite view and claimed that the Chinese translation of Samanta Pasadika, the commentary of Vinaya Pitaka, is directly translated from Pali text. Earlier in 1883, Nanjo Bunyu had tried to compare the Pali texts such as the Vinaya Pitaka of Pali literature, Dhammapada, the four Nikayas, Milinda Paihon, and so on, with their counterparts in Chinese. Takakusu also had proved that the 7 books of Pali Abhidhamma were quite different from the 7 Chinese translation of the Abhidharma of Sarvastivadins. On the initiative of Takakusu, Pali studies in Japan began with comparative research between the Pali and the Chinese texts. Born in Hiroshima Prefecture on 17th May 1866, Takakusu was educated from 1884 to 1889 in a school run by Nishi Honganji. In 1890, he began studying Sanskrit and Sanskrit literature under Frederick Max Muller at Oxford, where he received his bachelor degree in 1894. He studied Pali, Tibetan, Mongolian, Indian philosophy, and other related subjects at the German universities of Kiel, Berlin, and Leipzig. During his stay in London, Takakusu translated the Sanskrit title Amitaryu Dhyana Sutra into English, and Iching's records of his travels to India entitled A Record of the Buddhist Religion as Practiced in India and the Malay Archipelago. He also edited the Pali text of Samantapasadika in collaboration with Nagai Makoto and Mizuno Kogen. Through these works, he made a remarkable contribution to the international advancement of Indian and Buddhist studies by introducing Chinese sources that were otherwise not accessible to Western Indologists. Takakusu also devoted himself to collecting and editing various kinds of research materials found in Japan and elsewhere. His efforts in this direction resulted in the publication of Upanishaddo Gensho, a Japanese translation of 115 Upanishads with introductory descriptions and notes, and the Nanden Daizokyo and the Taisho Shinshu Daizokyo. The Japanese scholars who followed him engaged themselves in researches in the field of early Buddhism, Theravada Buddhism, and historical studies on the development of the Buddhist texts, etc. Masaharu Anezaki indicated the correspondence between the Sagathavagga. You know, Sagathavagga is a large chapter of Samyutta Nikaya, and a part of Samyuktagam of the Chinese translation. He further published the Sutta Nipat in Chinese and the 4 Agamas in Chinese, making a detailed comparison between the 5 Pali Nikayas and the 4 Chinese Agamas. K. Watanabe published his article entitled A Chinese Collection of Itivuttaka, another Pali text. B. Shio dealt with the relation between the Abhidhamma Pitak in Pali and the Chinese Abhidharma works of Sarvastivadins. In 1990, M. Nagai clarified the intimate connection between the Chinese Vimutti Magga and Pali Visuddhi Magga. Later, young scholars like R. Higata, B. Watanabe, and others continued their researches in this field. Their results have been published in the footnotes of Taisho, Shinshu, Daizokyo, and other publications. In regard to Japanese translation of the Pali text, S. Tachibana, who had studied in Ceylon, had since 1902 published many of them. They have been compiled in the Koku Yaku Daizokyo. Takakusu, as editor-in-chief, completed in 1941 the whole translation of Pali Tipitaka, including some important texts that fall outside the Tipitaka in 65 volumes under the title Nanden Daizokyo. This work, which marked the culmination of his activities, kept him occupied for 6 years with the combined efforts of the whole field of Pali studies in Japan. Now I would like to highlight the contribution of Chise Nakanuma. One of the most illustrious Japanese Pali scholars was Chise Nakanuma. As a professor of Otani University in Kyoto, which is fortunately our partner to organize this conference, He specialized in Pali literature and undertook its comparison with Mahayana thought by introducing modern scientific methods in the study of Buddhism. Two of his many publications are the comparative catalog of Chinese Agamas and Pali Nikayas and a dictionary of Indian Buddhist proper names, which have immensely contributed to the present-day study of Pali. Akanuma was born in 1884 at Nagaoka, Niigata Prefecture, and in due course succeeded to the incumbency of Jogan Temple of the Otani branch of Shinshu, Pure Land Buddhism. In 1908, he graduated from Otani University and entered the postgraduate course to continue his study of Buddhism. Meanwhile, he became a member of Buddhist association Kokodo, founded by Manshi Kiyozawa, another celebrated scholar, one who exerted a great influence in the field of Buddhism. With Shugaku Yamabe, who also later became a professor at Otani University, he founded Shoyo Sha Association to publish a monthly Buddhist magazine, Katei Kowa. In 1910, he was given a denominational title of Sozu and also an academic degree, Giko, by the university and the authorities of Otani Ha order for his thesis on studies on Pali Mahaparinibbana Sutta. In March 1915, he left for Ceylon with S. Yamabe, by order of the high priest who wished young scholars to continue their studies on Buddhism in Ceylon and England. During his 2.5 years stay in Ceylon, Akanuma studied the Pali text under the guidance of Yanissara Thed at Maligakanda, Colombo. In November 1917, he left for England to study Buddhism and returned to Japan with Yamabe in 1990. In September, he was appointed professor of Otani University and devoted himself to lectures, research, and publication of his works. Having won the higher title of Dai Sojo, he became tutor of young successors to the high priest, the chief librarian of Otani University, and in addition, a member of educational board of the sect. After his father's death, he wished to resign from the professorship, but was persuaded by others to remain in his post. His family left him in Kyoto to return to his home in Jogan Temple, Nagaoka, in July of the same year when he was home for a vacation. He was seriously injured in an accident. In September, he went to Kyoto as he was fairly well, but at the end of October, he returned to Nagaoka for recuperation. His condition became grave and complications set in, and he was bestowed the title of Gon Sojo by the Otani Ha branch of Shinshu. On the 30th of November 1937, he passed away at the age of 54. His work, a comparative catalog of Chinese Agamas and Pali Nikayas, which is known as Kampa Shibu Shiagon Goshoroku in Japanese, was a highly acclaimed piece of work. This was written while he was studying the Pali text in Colombo, though it was published later for the convenience of his own studies, because the 4 Agamas in Chinese by Anezaki was not available to him. It should be noted that in Anezaki's work, the comparison of Ekottaragam with Anuttar Nikaya is briefly dealt with, while the latter has not been assessed in respect to Ekottaragam, and that Anezaki adopts a difficult method of comparison in which the Chinese texts have been restored to their original forms before the comparisons, though it contains many useful footnotes. On the other hand, Akanuma adopts a method of comparison which follows the present forms of text, because his purpose was to provide convenience in reading the texts. Moreover, Akanuma gives references to the Taisho Daizokyo and Shukusatsu Daizokyo as well. Akanuma mentions the identical and similar sutras and gathas of both canons, covering 2,100 Chinese and 18,000 Pali texts. His intention seems to have been to revise and give in detail the section of Agamas outside Nanzou's catalogue. He dedicated his work to his teacher Yanisara there as a token of deep gratitude. In 1931, Akanuma published another magnum opus, the Dictionary of Indian Buddhist Proper Names, Indo Bukkyo Koyu Meishi Jiten, another significant work in the field of Buddhist studies. With the main exception of Mahayana section, the work was undertaken because of his desire to study the Chinese, Sanskrit, and Pali texts. He spent more than 15 years compiling his card indexes. A special difficulty he had to face was the fact that many words had several meanings in their Chinese translations. The following may be mentioned as the special features of the books, of his book. Names are listed according to the Pali, which is the head title. Then follow Sanskrit and Chinese translation according to the pronunciation of the original word. Under each title are given the summaries or quotations from the text in Sanskrit, Pali, and Chinese. Generally speaking, there is an inclusion of persons and places connected with Buddhist history and with Buddhist legends. Akanuma book in 3 parts connected with doctrinal research, namely Bukkyo Kyori no Kenkyu, studies on Buddhist doctrines. Genshi Bukkyo no Kenkyu, studies on early Buddhism. And Bukkyo Kyoten Shinron, historical studies on the Buddhist texts, were published posthumously in 1937. These books, as well as his previous work, the Agon no Bukkyo, Buddhism in Agamas, which was published in 1921, have been highly appreciated by these scholars. Many suttas of the Pali Tipitaka were translated by Akanuma from Pali to Japanese, like Mahali Sutta of Digha Nikaya, Sagathavagga of Sanyutta Nikaya, and in the Agon no Bukkyo too, many translations from the Pali text are found. Akanuma also translated many acclaimed books of Buddhism from English to Japanese, like Buddhism, a sketch of life and teachings of Gautama the Buddha by Thomas William Rhys-Davids, and The Life or Legend of Gautama by P. B. Gandet. These were the fruits of efforts to which Akanuma's whole life had been dedicated. Mainly the comparative study on the Buddhist text covering the fields of Sanskrit, Pali, and Chinese. His works have been of many benefits in the field of Buddhism and continue to be so to this time. Buddhist research in Japan is full of variety because of the methods of study followed, the schools and specialized sections selected, etc. It should be noticed, however, that none of these researches would have been possible without the splendid achievements of the above mentioned scholars and many other Japanese scholars. The comparative study of literature is now regarded as an essential and fundamental step to all advanced researches. And fortunately, during the last more than 100 years, Japanese scholars have had both the ability and opportunity to publish the results of their comparative studies. Pali and Buddhist studies is indebted to sincere Japanese scholarship that has made great progress with the achievement of tremendous academic results in which the contribution of Jizen Akanuma is of eternal value. Thanks a lot for your kind and patient hearing. Domo arigatou gozaimashita. Namaste.